What is the best approach Canada could take when dealing with China?
Boy, it's a challenging issue, but there's just no question that Canada stands for, and our entire country is based upon certain freedoms. And although I think we have to be cautious of poking the bear unnecessarily or in an ineffective way, I think that we need to be strategic and to make sure that we stand up for what we believe in and bring it up and continue to push China to be more effective in terms of its policies around the safety of all peoples in their country.
I'll be a little cautious about dealing with the Chinese policy because you never know if it will change only one day or they will decide one thing, they may change back. You never know. So just be cautious.
Yeah, we're a big country with not that many people. I think we really have to stand up for ourselves and show that democracy is the right way to go. And I hope that can reflect in many other countries as well, because China is a huge force. But I think we have to stand up for our own beliefs as well.
Ultimately, the way that I would approach it is understanding that pragmatically they are a major global power and will continue to be so. And we are up against another major world power. As Pierre Trudeau said, when you're in bed with an elephant, you feel every move of the elephant in bed. But we're unfortunately in bed with two elephants and in between. So Canada, I think, can leverage its unique position of being an ally to the United States, but also engaging in a lot of trade with China, a lot of cultural links here in Vancouver and across Canada. And so I am a proponent of vigorous engagement, and diplomacy can be carried out quietly behind the scenes.
I think buy Canadian products, stop buying stuff that's from China, then it'll help. And then obviously increase productivity in Canada so that we actually have the industry to be able to make the products that we're buying from China, right? For sure. Yeah, and obviously not support them. 100%.
Unfortunately, I'm just a citizen. I don't know. I'm not the expert on how a country can interact or behave with other countries in the most optimal manner. So I would hope that someone else far more knowledgeable than me could at least ensure that if we are seeing another country do things that we don't agree with, that we aren't doing similar things ourselves.
I don't profess to have any kind of knowledge to give recommendations, I think, to the government. I mean, we really don't have much control with regards to what China decides to do on any particular day. All we can do is just do our best to negotiate what we can, especially, when it comes to getting prisoners home or that sort of thing. But
to deal with China, we definitely have to ensure that our trade gets shifted away to other nations. And also, as well, as we need better counter spying laws to ensure that our intellectual property and government secrets are secured.
China's a big force. There's a force to be reckoned with, so I think we got to really tread lightly and treat them like they want us to be treated. You want to be treated well, you got to treat them well. You give respect, you get respect.
I think we should take a hardline approach to that. There, put the foot down and say no. If they're interfering with anything, if they're sticking their noses where they don't belong, that's got to be dealt with.
I mean, Canada, by default, is always going to be in the States' corner. Mm-hmm. And I know that Biden's going to be meeting with Xi Jinping soon. And I don't know. It's just hard to say. It's hard to say.
I don't know.
You can't. Well, I would say that Canada is morally facing on the global stage. Canada has a lot to say about human rights. Yeah. And I don't feel like we're ever going to be in a position to tell China what to do. But at the same time, it might be a statement to not meet or to refuse to participate in that sense.